Hello and welcome back to Myst 2021. We have just heard the stories in the last episode of the brothers, the two brothers. We were told to find a book that resides right here on the library shelves amidst the burned books. There is one last thing we need to do. And that is solve the final puzzle of Myst. Yeah, I did have it memorized. I do have it memorized. I just want to make sure that I'm doing it correctly. And yep. Here and here, 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 here. And there we go with the red and the blue pages as well as the green book. Now we'll go ahead and collect both of these pages. And then save our game. And go for ending number 1.
Who the devil are you? Don't come here to Dunny, not yet. Oh, I have many questions for you, my friend, as you no doubt have for me. Where should I begin? Perhaps my story is in order. My name is Atris. I fear you met my sons, Cirrus and Achenar, in the red and blue books on Myst Island in my library. My library. Oh, it contains my works, my writings. Oh, I wrote many books that linked me to fantastic places. It's an art I learned from my father many years ago. Oh, but the red and blue books, those were different. I wrote those books to entrap over-greedy explorers that might stumble upon my island of Myst. But I had no idea my own sons would be entrapped. My sons, Cirrus and Achenar. We had many journeys together. I gave them free rein to the books. Perhaps it was not wise. I could see the greed growing in them. I had not told them about the red and blue books. Their imaginations went wild. They dreamed of riches and power. Of course, they did not know the books were traps. They begged for access to those books, and of course I denied them. Oh, they devised a plan. An evil plan. I had no idea to what extent their greed had progressed. Their own mother. They used their own mother. Oh, my dear Catherine, to lure me here to Dunny. Of course, I could return to Myst, except they removed a single page from my Myst linking book. I cannot return without that page. You, my friend, can bring that page to me. Oh, I pray you believe my story above the lies that my sons have told you. If you could find it in yourself to return that page to me here in Dunny, I could go to Myst and bring justice to my sons for what they've done. I must return to my writing. I pray that you believe me. Please hurry. Bring the page. Bring the page with you.
Well, we're not bringing the page with us because this is bad ending number 1. Even the vast detail of this place is stunning. As destroyed as it is.
Ah, my friend, you've returned. We meet face to face. And the page, did you bring the page? You didn't bring the page. You didn't bring the page. What kind of fool are you? Did you not take my warning seriously? Welcome to Dunny. You and I will live here forever.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is, in all configurations of being, is the bad ending. Number 1. We'll go over this, we'll go over the credits at the end. But now that we know the Green Book, we know the story for the Green Book, we don't really need to listen to what Atris has to say. In order to get back to the library, sadly we have to turn off all of these lights. We now have the red and the blue pages. Welcome to bad ending number 2.
Yes. Yes. I'm free. Oh, thank you, my friend. My dear friend. You've done the right thing. You stupid fool. It looks like perhaps you're in the book now. And what have we here? A page. Oh no. I hope you enjoy your new home as much as I enjoyed it. I can't see you. You're getting less clear. I hope you're into books. The library looks much the same as I left it. Whacking on. Oh. Goodbye.
And that is bad ending number 2, getting stuck in the red book. And now for bad ending number 3, the blue book. As you remember, we have to shut all of these lights off in order to get back into the library. It's a weird game mechanic because in the original you didn't have to. Alright, blue page, blue book. And we get linked.
Oh, yes. I feel alive. How do you feel, my friend? Oh, and what have we here? Perhaps the pages you worked so hard for. Oops.
Definitely off the rocker.
Perhaps you're seeing the world from my point of view. Yes. Oh, Cirrus. Cirrus. Maybe someone will rescue you someday. Yes. Yes. You lose.
These are much more intense endings than they used to be in the original. Alright, and now last but certainly not least, the good ending. Okay, so if you recall, back in, I believe it was Channelwood, in Cirrus's room, we found half of a note, which unfortunately I never found the other half of. Not entirely sure where it exists in this rendition of the game. Some say it may be in the Selenetic Age. Some say it may be in one of the other two, the Mechanical Age, and that I just didn't look hard enough. But what we needed to do was turn on all the markers, which we did. And then we needed to come down here to this dock. And in the original, well, I'll show you. We shut this off. But in the original, this door opened where we got the page. And this one, the page pops out, with which we take it back to the library and go into the green book yet again. Back into the fireplace we go. Let's see how good my memory really is. That's not right. Well, sometimes I can surprise even myself. Now we do have the white page, and we've already listened to this part of the story. So I'm not going to beat around the bush and let it go again. To Atros, we never met. And the music will change.
Ah, my friend, you've returned. And the page. Did you bring the page? You've done the right thing. I have a difficult choice to make. My sons have betrayed me. I know what I must do. I shall return shortly.
And now we wait. Explore. Which there's really not much to explore here. Considering it's just a room with no rooms attached. With glowing crystals, and then we can return back to the desk. What?
It is done. I have many questions for you, my friend, but my writing cannot wait. I fear that my long delay may have already had a catastrophic impact on the world in which my wife, Catherine, is now being held hostage. Oh, and a reward. I'm sorry, but all I have to offer you is the library on the island of Myst and the books that are contained there. Feel free to explore at your leisure. I hope you find your exploration satisfying. You'll no longer have my sons to deal with. Oh, and one more thing. I'm fighting a foe much greater than my sons could ever imagine. At some point in the future, I may find it necessary to request your assistance. Until that point, I'm afraid you'll enjoy the explorations from my library on Myst. Thank you.
And that
The book. You can use the Myst linking book to return to Myst.
is the end of Myst. 2021 remake. To which we have been given the island of Myst and everything that is contained therein, and therefore of the red book is burned, as is the blue book. And that, ladies, gentlemen, in all configurations of being, is the end of Myst 2021. Roll credits. I like how they reprogrammed this. From the ground up, it was an absolute joy to be able to walk around, to actually interact with things, rather than just to be able to point and click around. But at the same time, the point and click aspect was very revolutionary for its time, and the whole game was revolutionary for its time back in the day when it first came out in 1993. Here we are in 2011 or 2021, almost 30 years later for its release, and I don't know, they just got they made it even better than the original, and that is how these kind of games should be made, should be remade. I know we've had several remakes come out of various games that are just crap. I mean, granted, we lose the ability for the full motion video, the actual live acting in this game, because of the way it's been redesigned, we don't actually lose any of the original aspects of the game. More so in the way the puzzle design is, with the introduction of randomized puzzles. Then that is where the replayability comes into a factor, because if we do random puzzles, then your gameplay, even though it is going to be much the same, the puzzles will never be identical. It's just, I find it stunningly gorgeous, this game, and I also can't wait to see if they remake Riven. I haven't yet played any Myst games past Myst. I mean, I did play Riven up until you meet the first live action character, and then I got distracted and turned it off, or ran away from something, or ran away from the game, or something, because it was difficult for me to figure things out back then. But that doesn't mean that I won't return to Riven at some point in time. I do own all of the games, up to and including Uru, so we'll just have to see. And, yeah. This game is available on Steam. It's $30. I actually received it as a gift from a friend, who knows how much I love this game in its original format. So please go and support. If you like the game, if you like this playthrough, please go and buy the game. Thank you all so much for being here, ladies and gentlemen, in all configuration C. Thank you for this wonderful journey through Myst yet again. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in the next video. Later.